Anthony and Clark-Kellogg. And this place is going crazy. Next up is the three-point contest for tonight. One NBA sharpshooter will add his name to a trophy that contains a who's who of the best long-range bombers in league history.
There's a lot of tremendous three-point talent in the NBA, and no better place to see that skill showcase than right here, right now.
And I might be a bit biased, but the three-point contest is something I definitely look forward to all year long.
So it'll be Chauncey Billups here. 5 racks, 25 balls, 60 seconds. There are 9 money balls in total, each worth 2 points. The last ball on each rack, and also an entire rack of money balls, which comes last.
And that's why you can't waste any time. It's critical to get that last rack with enough time to shoot in rhythm.
In the history of this event, I think one moment that anyone who saw it remembers was Craig Hodges hitting his first 19 shots in the semifinal round back in 1991.
That was unbelievable. And Hodges did a lot of amazing things in that three-point contest. He won it 3 times in the early 90s.
Money ball, no good. He misses his 4th straight. Off the mark with 5 in a row now. Gets the money ball. Up to 10 now. 11 on the board. An 11-point round for him there. Well, not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
And anytime it looked like he was starting to get into a good rhythm, he would just as quickly fall out of it.
And here we go with Vince Carter.
And knocking down your money balls, such a key in the three-point contest. 9 shots account for the majority of your points. So it might seem arbitrary, but I think it reflects real-life basketball. Some shots carry more pressure than others.
7 points. Only managed to sink one there. 9 points. Now with 11. That's 13. He racks down, 2 to go. At 16. Drains the money ball. He's at 19, now 20. He's got 21. He comes away with a score of 21 on the round. Boy, he looked great out there, didn't he?
And it was an ideal start for him. I mean, he nailed every ball off the first rack.
So it's Michael Redd ready to go.
You know, this is really a very unique experience for the participant. You're on your own out there. Nobody can help you. And every eye in the arena is focused on you.
And no question, it's a lot of fun to be in a situation like that. But you're right. It is a very different experience than they get on any regular night in the NBA.
That's 7.
Pretty good start.
No good with his 4th in a row. Can't get the money ball. 6 misses in a row. He can't get it going. 10 points on the board. Now with 11. Good for second. He's at 14. Hits for 15. And he's got 15 points when the round ends. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
Yeah, he was really flowing at that point after he went 5 for 5 on that second rack.
So it's Gilbert Arenas here.
Just over 2 seconds a shot is all you've got if you're going to use all 25 balls. So there's no time to take a deep breath and gather yourself after a miss.
Yeah, that's why I think you want to just get into a good rhythm. No matter what your usual tempo might be, you've got to keep rolling through the racks as fast as possible.
He needs 6 more points.
Oh, come on.
4 more points to stay alive. And that's his 4th straight. Now with 11. Money ball, no good. Not his 13.
And that puts him in a second-place tie now.
Make it 17. The round ends, and he's got 19. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
Money balls so critical to knock down in this competition, and he gets 6 out of 9.
And so we'll see Ray Allen.
Something the shooters have to avoid here is over-adjusting if the shots aren't falling.
Yeah, you don't want to start altering your release point or anything like that. Even if things aren't going well, that can hurt you a whole lot more than it can help.
4 points. He's got 5. Can't get the money ball. 6.
He needs 8 points more to stay in contention.
Gets the money ball.
6 more points to stick around.
11 on the board. That's 13. That ties him up for third here.
Well, at this point, he's in the finals. He's moved into third.
18 points for him when all is said and done. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
And he knocked down 5 out of the 9 money balls. Pretty good.
So it'll be Carmelo Anthony here. As the final shooter in this round, he knows just what he has to do here. A score of 18 or higher is what he needs.
And when it's a big number like that, he can't really even think about it, or it may seem like too difficult a task. Got to bite it in small pieces. He's just got to let them fly.
That's 7. He's got 8. He needs 8 points more.
He needs 8 more points to advance.
No good with his 4th in a row. 2 racks remaining. 7 more points and he's in. He's got 12. That's 13. 5 more points to stay in it. Now 14. He finishes with 14 points on the board. Carter's got the honors of being able to go into the finals as the top scorer from the qualifying round.
And just amazing scores up to this point. I mean, these guys have pushed each other to new heights this year. I love it.
Yeah, and this is exactly what you hope for coming into the shootout. Great shooters at the top of their game, just battling it out.
So it'll be Ray Allen here. He's got to go first here in the finals because he had the lowest score to qualify, but he made it in. That's the important thing.
Well, he was very steady in round 1, so we'll see if that translates to this one.
And it's the finals now, Parker, and so he's going to have to be more than just steady. This is when it takes something special to close the deal.
He's up to 7. 8 points. 9 points. Money ball, no good. Up to 10 now. 11 on the board.
Good momentum here to close it out.
Now 14. Hits for 15. So he ends up at 17. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him.
You know, solid shooting, definitely looked confident, but it never became one of those lights out rounds that it could have been.
So it's Gilbert Arenas here. 17 points to tie it up. 18 points would put him ahead.
That rack did not go very well.
Now 3 points.
Yeah, it's been a bumpy start. Rough going so far.
He's getting cold. 5 consecutive misses. 5 points now. 6. Can't get the money ball. 7 points. He's got 8. Now he gets the money rack. 8 more points for him to tie it up. Too much ground to make up here, Clark. He's done.
And that's just the way it goes sometimes. Out of here.
Yeah, you do your best. Sometimes, though, the competition can just be a little tough.
His total for the round comes to 12. There was just something off about him in that round.
Yeah, he might not get an invite back for next year's contest after that showing.
And he didn't look suited to the format of this contest right there. I mean, one bad round doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to be here.
So it'll be Vince Carter right here. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious in the finals?
You can be sure of this. Whether it's an exhibition or not, the pressure to perform is still pretty great in the three-point shootout.
And make no mistake, these guys are here not just to compete, but to win. They still have to stay cool and control, though, when they're out there.
8 more points and he'll tie things up.
Drains the money ball. He's got 12.
6 more points for the win.
That's 13. Down to the money rack.
Just 3 away from the win.
Now with 17. The round ends and he's got 19. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
They put that third rack to bed in a hurry. Just about the fastest 6 points you'll see in the shootout.
And that wraps up this year's thrilling three-point contest. It was an absolute clinic in three-point shooting from this year's champion, Vince Carter.
He was one chill customer out there. He really kept his wits about him the entire way through the contest.
Yeah, and Clark, that's the key. I mean, he never got too high or too low.
And the drama, the excitement.